Look at that little guy over here. Oh, another one. Hey, good morning everybody. Welcome to the vlog. How is your day starting? Mine is absolutely incredible. I am going to start the day actually heading down to work with Kelsey with RJ. I'm the only one that really handles RJ, my alligator, and Kelsey works with him a lot, but she doesn't handle him much anymore because he's gotten kind of big. So we're going to go ahead and do a little tutorial, clean his thing up, and get things started. Then we're going to check on geckos because I think some of those hatch, and then collect some snake eggs, and I don't know. It's just going to be an awesome day. What do you say we get it started? Look who's here to visit. It's Sully. Sully the puppy. Hey, Sully the puppy. It's been a few days since I've seen Sully, and he's gotten so big. Look at him. Look at how crazy he is. I love this puppy so much. Oh my gosh, he's the cutest thing. I swear to gosh, he's like twice the size just in a few days. You're so cute. Oh my gosh. And we're taking RJ out, so we're going to have to definitely be careful where Sully is because we don't want RJ and Sully to get acquainted, if you know what I mean. Hey, bud. You're so cute. All right, so we are ready to work with RJ here. Kelsey, you excited about this?
Always.
Exactly. Kelsey loves RJ, and she really wants to get more comfortable with him. Again, she's worked with him a lot, but now that she's getting a little bit bigger and a little bit more assertive, it's a little bit more intimidating, and I understand that 100%. Of course, one of the downsides, and I get it, guys, is that he doesn't have an area to climb out, so we have to actually take him out so that he gets some dry time and basking time. So this new setup that my buddy Greg from Aquascape is going to help us build. It's going to be, instead of round, it's going to be square, and it's going to start right here, and it's going to go all the way over to there, and it's going to go all the way over to where Kelsey is and over here. So the square footage is going to be much larger because it's going to be square instead of round, number one, and then it's going to be about this high. So it's going to be about 3 foot high of water, and then he's going to have an area to get out on, a ledge to get out on with a basking spot, and believe it or not, over here in this corner right here, there's going to actually be a waterfall. So we want to make this look like a zoo display, but not only is it going to look and operate amazing, but it's going to be functionally really well. So RJ's going to have that deep water that he really is going to love, but he's also going to have an area to get out. And then the next step, and we're going to take you on this journey, is that we're going to have to train him really well, because then when we want to take him out for educational shows or anything, we're going to have to train him to get up on the ledge so that we can get him out, because I don't want to be jumping in that water to go after him every day. So we'll take you through the training process. That's going to take a little while, but alligators are really good at training, and it shouldn't be that difficult whatsoever. Regardless, let's go ahead and get right into it. Okay, so out of everyone at the shop, there's no doubt that Kelsey is absolutely fearless when it comes to these animals. So really, Kelsey, I don't know that there's anything to do other than to just dive in. Again, you know, the one thing I'll tell you about him is that, so RJ, when he's above water, you have to be careful because when you go towards his back, he might swing backwards on you. But when he's submerged like this is basically him submitting, saying, I'm hiding. You know, alligators, when they sink in, they think that you can't see them. So he's basically saying, please don't mess with me, I'm hiding here, stuff like that. So then you don't have to worry so much about him biting you, but he's going to thrash around a lot, and I'm telling you, he's you know, 5.5, almost 6 foot alligator now. He is extremely powerful, so it's not just about biting, it's about wrestling around. Kelsey, I think you're going to do an amazing job, so let's go ahead and just get him out, and then after she gets him out, we'll talk about how we clean the enclosure. So let's go. Easy peasy. He's a lot of furry.
That wasn't that bad.
I know, look at him squirting around now. So we'll just go ahead and literally just set him on the ground and let him run around for a little bit. Good job, RJ. What's up, bud? What's up, bud? And he's out of here. He's like, I'm gone. See you later. So basically, we're just going to give him some time away, let him run around. We'll keep an eye on him. And Kelsey, what exactly do you have to do to clean this?
I gotta unplug the filter and clean that. I have to drain the pool and scrub the whole thing.
Okay, and then we just refill it.
Yep.
Okay, and just so you guys know, it's 84 degrees down here, and actually our water hoses are temperature controlled to 82 to 84 degrees. So when we drain the pool and then refill it, we're not putting them back in cold water, we're putting them in 82 to 84 degree water. So we're gonna go ahead and watch Kelsey do her job, and we'll keep an eye on RJ too. While Kelsey is cleaning the pond and RJ is just running loose in my insane building, I'm going to go ahead and pull a couple eggs really quick. This happens to be a spotted python. Let's see what she's got going on under here. Okay, she's wrapped around the eggs, and these are a small python from Australia, but let's see what she's going to do. Are you going to bite me, Mama? Don't bite me. Okay, let's see what kind of eggs she has under here. Oh, come on, girl. Come on. She's holding on tight. I'm going to pull these couple eggs aside. Pull that egg aside, pull this egg aside. Come on, Mom, you're rolling all over the place. Whoa, look at these eggs. They're all over the place. Oh, she's got them all over. Don't run away, Mom. Oh, gosh. Okay. And I've talked to you guys before about the fact that with a snake egg, the embryo has to be up. So when she's got these rolled all over the place, there's no doubt I'm gonna have to candle them. But not a bad clutch. We've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 eggs. So that means that hopefully we'll have 9 little babies. And these little spotted pythons, this is as big as they get right here. I mean, they don't get any larger than this. So the babies hatch out pretty small and are a little bit tricky to get to eat at first. But once they start eating, they do really good. But let's go ahead and get these guys candled up and in an incubator box. If you ever want real comedy, true comedy, just spend an hour watching Lori try to photograph leopard geckos. Because trying to get a leopard gecko to pose the right way, Lori is just so good at it.
It is not PG. I can tell you that.
Yo, okay.
Lots of words are being said.
You know what's funny? It's literally like in the last week and a half or so, I think I've had Lori swear 2 or 3 times. Lori literally doesn't swear very often. And for 10 years, she never swore even one time. So what happened? All of a sudden, now you've become a sailor swearing up a storm. And
I don't know, you tell me. What have you done to me in my life?
I am not taking the blame for your toilet tooth.
Listen,
it's unacceptable.
My potty mouth is a direct result of the I have to deal with.
Oh my gosh, Lori! There goes our ad revenue.
Beep it out.
But no, seriously, watching Lori take pictures of any snake or gecko is hilarious because I'll be 2 aisles down and you just hear the most worst expletives in the world. So keep it up, Lori.
Shut up, go away. You do this.
Okay, let's pull another clutch of snake. We just have one colubrid clutch to pull today, and it would happen to be a Mexican black king snake, which just happens to be one of my most favored snakes for sure. I mean, just take a look at how gorgeous. Now this one has a little bit of yellow in it right now, and some of them have that. You know, when they're babies, they'll be born with a little yellow, and then as they get bigger, they typically lose it, but this one still has it, which I think gives it a little bit of character, but typically they're just jet black, and they're just such incredible animals. Now, this is actually her second clutch. She laid the first one on June 3rd, and it was 6 eggs, and I repeatedly have told you guys that second clutches are not as fertile and definitely smaller clutch sizes. So let's see what this girl does. Hopefully they'll be good eggs. Let's see. Oh wow, it looks like a really nice clutch and not too much. Look at that, 2, 4, 5. So she laid 5 eggs. That is really good to go from 6 eggs to only 5 eggs. I mean, that's fantastic. So that girl gave us 11 eggs this year. That is absolutely amazing. And her first clutch should be hatching pretty soon because they hatch out at about 60 days and they lay eggs right around 6 to 8 weeks after the first time. So it's coming up on her clutch. So right around the time that these eggs get in the incubator, the other eggs are getting close to hatch, which is pretty cool. You know what a snake that doesn't have eggs is this one right here. This, of course, is an albino checkered garter snake. And the reason why I'm opening her and checking the rest of them is these guys are so close to having babies. You can just see, I don't want to pick them up and stress them out because they are just loaded up with babies. And of course, they have live young. So these are going to be a bunch. This happens to be a patternless one. So one day we're going to open up the cage and there's going to be a bunch of babies, and these are pretty big girls, so they're probably going to have anywhere from 18 to 30 babies, and they will double clutch even as a live bearer. One of the very few live bearing snakes that actually have 2 litters per year. So how awesome is that? Okay guys, so we get to set up some baby geckos. Look at all these little baby geckos that have hatched already. They're all little babies, and we're gonna go ahead and get them set up in their kind of temporary home to where they get established. So really exciting now that geckos are starting to hatch because they are absolutely adorable, and I'm just super excited to see what hatches every day. We have some really great groups, and Jessica has done an unbelievable job of breeding this year, so we're gonna have some really cool babies. You can see that on all of these little tubs that they're actually marked, and that gives us the cage that they were bred, so that way I can go and look at my cheat sheet to find out what males and females bred. That gives me an idea of what the animals actually are, because just visually it's kind of hard, you know. An albino or an albino white and yellow as a baby is going to be a little bit hard to tell. As they get older it's much easier, but when you have that cheat sheet at least you can make a much better educated guess. So let's get right into it. Look at that little guy over here. Oh, the other one. I got two of them running around. So again, you got some really cute babies. So this happens to be an eclipse bred to an eclipse white and yellow. So these are definitely eclipse geckos. Not really sure if they're white and yellow yet, to be totally honest with you. So we're gonna go ahead and just set them up. And what we'll do is we'll just mark them eclipse because we know that they're eclipse. But oh my gosh, these guys are so crazy. What are you doing, you cute little monkey? And they seem so delicate. The biggest thing, to be totally honest with you, with these guys is just making sure you don't touch their tail or grab onto their tail, because they'll drop their tail like you cannot believe when it comes to the baby geckos. But there's one other one that doesn't look the same, and this happens to be a little Tremper Sunglow. But look at how cute that one is right there. Oh my gosh. So it really just looks like a Tremper albino. Might be a little bit hypo. Look at how pretty that one is right there. Come on, little buddy. Come on, you silly monkey. Look at that. Oh my gosh, that thing is so gorgeous. And again, this was actually a hypo white and yellow bred to a Tremper albino. So this is actually a hypo white and yellow that is het for Tremper albino. And the other one that was in the clutch is just, this guy here is just a, this little guy here is just a normal het for Tremper albino. And here's the last two, and this one in particular is amazing. Look at that one right there. I mean, you can kind of see that kind of outline on the pattern. That is one of my favorite things, is when you can see like the banding, but then it's almost like a little bit of an outline on it. So that again is a pastel after, and the same thing on this one here. And so that is a really good yield for the day. It's only about 10 or 12 babies that hatch today, but literally it's going to start ramping up. And like I said, there'll be days where we hatch 100, 150, maybe even 200 geckos. So it's going to be really cool. And one of the things I wanted to show you guys is, see all these eggs right here? Don't tell Lori, but I love to collect and keep the eggs. I don't know why. I just keep them, clean them up a little bit, let them dry out, and I usually just want to give them away. So again, don't say anything to Lori, but if you comment down below, maybe I'll send you guys a couple leopard gecko eggs, and try to make sure that Lori lets me keep them, because I have literally like thousands of these little eggshells. I think they're just great little souvenirs. I don't know. I think it's cool. I think when I was a kid, I wish I had something like that to say, oh my gosh, there was a little baby dinosaur in this egg. So anyways, again, Lori gets mad and always throws them away when she finds them, so try not to tell her. Alright guys, so I am wrapping up the reptile work for the day and going to rendezvous with the family. Noah should be off work, Lori's at home, and just spend a little family time, but it's been a really fun day, so why do you say we head home?
Stay.
Stay, boy.
Stay. Set.
His head's pointed up, so it's gonna slide off.
Set. No. Set.
He's super confused probably.
Why don't you put pants on?
With some fancy people. Put it down a leg.
What? That was so oh my god. I come up a little.
Oh, yeah, love it.
We should take him for a walk.
We should totally take him for a walk. Good job, Zeus. Good job. All right, guys. Oh my gosh. Who broke this couch, Noah?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, speaking of Noah, Did you upload your video, right?
Yeah.
All right, so guys, I'll put a link in the description. Make sure to go check out Noah's new crazy vlog where we did some abandoned buildings, we did a graveyard, we did some pretty cool stuff, and it turned out pretty cool, huh?
Yeah, it turned out good, yeah.
Good, so make sure to hit that down in the description for me. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today. You guys are absolutely incredible. It's been an amazing day, and I hope that the rest of your day or night, whatever it might be, is truly amazing. Can you guys do me a favor and smash that like button and hit that notification bell for me? Make sure to be kind to somebody. I promise. We'll see you tomorrow.